Thank you, everyone. Good evening, my people. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Aderonke live show. And I have a friend, a brother, a colleague. Let me put it that way. Though he's no more in that industry, but let's give him that, that honor. A wonderful friend, very, very creative strategist, because I know that little about you. Very not a talkative like me, very quiet, a gentleman, an amazing person that is doing quietly, doing great things. He's an achiever, he's very energetic, he's adventurous. For you to be in this industry, you have to be very adventurous. And I definitely you have to be friendly and amiable. You have to be able to communicate
Yeah.
what you have in your head for them to understand
Mm-hmm.
who you are. Join hands with me as I welcome my friend and my brother, Charles Uwagbai.
Yeah.
Welcome on Aderonke Live Show,
Thank,
Charles. Good to have
thank,
you. Good to have you on the
thank you
show.
so much.
A
Thank you
lot
so
of
much.
people, I am too sure, be wondering who is this person, and to even think that you went to University of Tuabadekiti, and we don't know
Uh-uh.
him. You get,
Mm-hmm.
and he's doing massive things in the Nigerian Nollywood industry. Who is this guy? When I posted the picture, I got a DM and like, we don't know this person. I said exactly why the show is on. There are people that you might know, and there are people that you don't know.
I
So
know.
the show has gives a platform for those you don't know, for you to know, because we know what they are doing. That they are doing amazing things, and Charles is one of those great people doing great works, and we are so proud of him, even though we were classmates, but I'm not. He's not in my league anymore. He's in the league of the.
No, you're
He's in
still
the
there. Oh.
celebrity league. So Charles, leave
Yes,
that to me. I know.
yeah,
I know you're in
yeah,
the
it's a celeb.
celebrity league. I hear
Anyways, good.
you. Welcome, Charles. Good to see you
Thank you.
after so many
Good to be
years.
here.
It's been like how
Yeah.
many
So
years? I saw it like
it's been like
last like maybe in 2004.
yeah. Wow. That's
Yeah, that's like
over
16 years ago.
16 years ago. Wow.
Yes, 16 years.
And it's just like
16
yesterday.
years. Good to see you. I'm telling you, just like
Yeah.
yesterday. Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Welcome on the show once again. Good to have you. So share with
Thank
us,
you.
Charles Wagbai. My
Mm-hmm.
research, I found out that you're a
Mm.
mommy's boy. Is that true?
Yeah. Well, that was then. That was then. I
So
grew up with so much,
just share with us what happened then? Yes. Give us that gist
you
of
know.
then, how
I
was it
wasn't
for you? Did you live all your life in Lagos or in Benin? Because I know you are from Edo State.
okay.
Is it from Benin or is it from Lagos? How was growing up for you? Is this what you've always wanted to do? Is film production what you've always wanted to do? Share with us your background.
Okay, so I was born in Warri. I grew up in
Whoa.
Warri, Benin, and all the Niger Delta anyways. Um, I didn't think I wanted to do film production, but I knew that I had something creative in me. You know, I knew I had some creative juice in me, but I didn't necessarily know what it was. I was a smart kid, so I was doing well in school. Naturally, you know how Nigerian parents are. Once you are sharp, science class
Yeah.
straight, they start telling you, this boy,
Straight.
your brain, it's like as if you're a doctor. It's like as if you're an engineer. Anyway, so engineering worked for me because I loved maths, I loved physics. I still like maths till today. But I knew that there was supposed to people are tagging me, asking me how do you join the Facebook live. Is there a link I can share somewhere? Anyways, so
Is there a link you
I
can
knew
share? Okay,
share,
yes, if they
yeah,
go to
people
my page, it's public. If they go to my
okay,
page, you
so
just type Aderonke. Just type it for them.
Adherent
I can't copy it right now so that I don't scatter my
don't
settings.
the play.
If you
Okay.
just type Aderonke, yes, they will see Aderonke live show.
Oh, maybe I'll share with them later.
Okay. They'll see Aderonke. No, you can share. We can take a pause. That's the reason why we are here, for them to hear your story live.
I'll share with them
You
later.
know, the live part of it is the fun. So just type my name, Aderonke Adeboye Onipede. The link, the show right now is public, so they can view it anywhere. It's public. Can you share with them? Hello, Charles. Were you able to share it?
I just typed Adirunke live shows. Let them find it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Fantastic. They will get it like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, so please
All right.
continue.
So
So you said you grew up in Warri.
I grew up in Benin and Warri, and the whole Niger
Warri
Delta region. Yeah. I
area.
went to secondary school there and all of that. So I knew that I had some creativity in me, but I didn't know, you know, what what exactly it was. So I ended up studying engineering because I was good in school and all of that. But while I was in school,
Mm.
I started seeing myself tending towards that art. I used to do, we used to do technical drawing and all of that now. So
Yes,
remember
yes.
technical, yeah. So at the time I
Yeah.
was in school, I started doing some form of all those CAD, AutoCAD, and all those kind of things, you know. And
Yeah.
then I realized I wanted more, so I started doing animation. I was
Mm.
doing 3D animation while I was in school, just learning it and doing stuff like that. Then I started doing motion graphics. I just kept evolving from one to one. The more I did, the more I
Mm.
wanted more. So after school,
Oh, good.
I got a job with a record company, record label, question mark. The guys that signed Asha
Oh,
and
question mark. Yeah, yeah, I
yeah, so
remember them. Yes,
yeah, so
yes.
I worked there for a while. It was while I was there I now realized that okay, I now know what this thing is about. So what do I really want to do? So I went on and on and on, and found myself studying film, and then fast forward 2010, I shot the film, I directed the film, and the journey just started
Mm.
from there to today.
2012. Can you imagine? 2012.
2010,
So
2010.
2010. Okay, that was
Yeah,
the Mr. Okoro movie. So how was it? How
yes,
was
that's
it
it.
for you? How was it? Okay, now you read engineering, you had, a brief, you can't even say it's an employment, so to say, with question mark. It was like
Right
a
about,
training
yeah,
track for you,
yeah.
and it just went that way. Didn't you get any
hmm
reactions from your mom, your dad that, boy, what are you
You
doing? Is this why
so
you went to school?
when I finished school and it was time to look for work, and I wasn't looking for engineering work, my folks thought I was crazy. Like, your mates are sending their CV to Shell and Chevron and all these companies, and you're here. What's going on? I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, this is what I want to do. At some point, my mom even helped me get. She got a job somewhere. I said, "Oh, you just need to go show
Hmm.
up for an interview," and I didn't go. And so like, it seems you're crazy or something. But I just knew what I wanted, and I'm happy today that
Hmm.
she's like my number one fan. Every movie I make, she'll see it, she'll
Oh,
pass her comments, she'll give her feedback. Sometimes she'll tell me. I just shared one of my movies with her. It's not out yet. I sent her a link because she's in
hmm.
Canada right now, and she was telling me, "Oh, that movie should have
Okay.
ended like that. Why don't you try this end?" I'm like so I was
Can
nodding my
you
head. I'm like,
imagine?
"Oh, see,
She has
see you
turned to
now."
a script writer.
Uh, yeah, yeah, I've become a fan. I share my script with
Yeah,
her
that's
and she
fantastic.
reads, she gives her feedback, she wants to be involved in it.
Oh, that's
So
good.
it's been a
That's
journey.
fantastic.
Uh,
How's daddy?
So
How is daddy?
my dad is someone that just do what you want to do, just as long as you're happy, as long as you
Mm,
can fend for yourself. So he's okay with it. My dad doesn't really have stress.
mm.
It's my mom that was really passionate about. Yeah, you must do this. That's why
What
they say I'm
what to
mommy's boy.
do?
You must
Exactly.
this
You
is it.
see, my research
She's so
was good.
she's very passionate, but not really. I won't say I was mommy's boy because I always did what I wanted to do. It's just that I was so close
Okay.
to my mom, and I was really quiet.
Mm.
So a lot of people think that once you're quiet,
Exactly. You were not
this
really
one,
quiet though. You were
mm,
extremely quiet.
I was very
I
quiet.
can count the number of times you spoke. As in, I can count your sentences in school. You were
Are you
quiet.
serious?
As in,
No, I
Charles,
speak. Oh,
if
I talk.
anybody, if we need to describe you, just ask any electrical electronics engineering 2004 set, and they will tell you that who was you. There was you. There was this fair, tall, dark guy, and fair guy. I can't remember his
Yeah,
name. It was
Wilfred,
two
Wilfred.
of you.
Yeah, we're really good.
We thank you. You see, you
Wilfred.
know yourselves. Sure,
Uh,
you see. You guys were extremely quiet. Even your good morning, you have to listen well for us to hear your good morning. You are that quiet. But it shows that maybe your mind was always thinking,
Yes.
planning
I was
things,
focused.
maybe creativity mind. I don't know if that's how they
Mm.
maybe let's allow you, but that's why I was telling them. He was like, "Are you sure Charles will talk on this show?" I said, "Is it not me and Charles? He will talk. Who pull the words out of his mouth?
Are you
He has
serious?
to
Me,
talk
I've changed
for us.
though.
Yes,
I'm in an industry
you
where you have
change.
to
Yeah, I
talk,
can't.
so
I'm
so you must
seriously
talk.
now. I can see it, Sef. I can see that you
But
seriously change,
even
and I'm glad. I like that.
but even now, I'm
Go
still
ahead.
still
Go ahead.
even now they still think I'm quiet. Even like this, people see that
Yeah.
this one doesn't
They
talk.
should have seen you then.
So,
That means they will think you're a silent bell at that time. If they
uh,
have known you
I
then.
went for I was premiering one of my films in Benin on this epic movie I did a couple of years ago, Esohe. And at the premiere, we had the premiere at the hotel in Benin, and we had like government dignitaries and actors were there. So at the premiere, some guy brought a camera in. I was like filming the show. So another actor was in the show with Ufoma, McDermott, Tony Abraham,
Yeah.
Desmond. They were all there, and so somebody was filming the show. So one of the bouncers saw the guy and stopped him. So while he was talking to him, everything was dark because it was like a hall. He stopped him from filming. The guy still went to another place, brought out the camera, and was filming. So that's how this other actress is now. He said, Charles, somebody is filming your film. Won't you do something about it? And I went and said, they should just take the camera from me. That's how the other actress was like, no, Charles is too quiet for this. We should bring this guy out. And they literally stopped the show, bundled the guy
Can you
outside,
imagine?
like, I seized the camera completely. Once I told him to take the
Oh,
camera, I just held it and said, you should come and take it from me, let me see. Like Tony Abraham, like, you should come and take it from me, let me see. And
I can imagine.
so after
But
the
that
show, they now
that's
say,
who
like,
you
because he
are.
doesn't talk. But,
Abi, so they
sometimes,
even know you too.
gragra.
That's awesome. So now, taking from the experience you just shared, now let's go to that industry before we do other questions. So how does it, when you first got into that industry? Now there are people that you've known through the years. They've been on our grace. They've been gracing our screen. These are not kids. They've been there for a while. Now you get
Yeah.
there, you are getting a script. Now you are telling them what to do.
How does
Do
it
you
happen?
get feedback as in, hello, can we know your CV? Who are you? That kind of a thing. Do you get such feedbacks?
You see, the good thing about the art is that you're as good as they say you're as good as your last job. So basically, they want to see that you have something up there. I worked with Richard Dominic once, and before the shoot, like we're going to film tomorrow, her manager called me and said, "Oh, I heard you're directing. Please, Rita doesn't like this, or this is what what do you think about the film, the script?" And at the end of the conversation, she was like, "Oh, I'm so comfortable. She's in safe hands." So basically, I feel like if you know what you're doing, if you know what you're doing, they'll respect you because it's something that shows for itself. It's not like you don't need 6 months to know that you know what you're doing. You see it as you go. So it just happens
I
like
like
that.
that. I
So
like the word you
mm-mm,
use. I like the word
mm.
that you use, that your last job. Please say it again.
You're as good as
Yeah,
your
yeah,
last job.
yeah. Say
As good
you're as
as your
good
last
as your
job.
last job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So your
I
job
like
is
that. You're
basically
as
your
good as
CV.
your.
It's not what's on paper, but what you
Fantastic.
can
That's
like really do. Yeah. So
yeah.
so the
That's
work
great. Your job is
speaks for itself.
as good as your last job. So
Yeah.
that means at every job you do, you need to get better and better
You
at
need to
it.
get better at it. Yes. You can't say, "Oh, let
Mm.
me just do this one." Mm-mm. Everything has to be good. Everything has to hit.
So we,
So
we we get to see more of the actors and the actresses. Those are the people that people know. Very few people know
mm,
you guys. It's those in the industry that know the producers, the writers,
yeah.
the props, the sets, and all
Mm,
that. So very few know who these great guys are putting all these things together. So how would I say it? I don't want to use the word that how do you guys give yourself that cutting edge that you might not get the in quotes, you might not get the glory, the name, the popularity.
mm,
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. You might not get the
mm,
popularity, but you will try and curtail yourself, from forcing yourself to get it. Do you understand what I'm
yeah.
saying? Do you get that kind of feeling sometimes that you guys should know me now. You guys need to know me too. I'm the one that did this job for these people
For
that
this
you are
person.
saying, that kind of a thing.
It's
Do you
true.
get such feeling as a
Yes,
producer and a director?
sometimes you feel like you should get the glory as well. You do a movie
Mm,
and instead of getting the feedback, they're sending the feedback to the actors. And
mm,
it happens to, you have people that want to get into the industry and they send DMs to actors and like, oh, Alex Ekubo, please, I want to be an actor. And then he tells them, no, I'm the wrong person to meet. If you want to be an actor, these
mm,
are the people to meet. These are the people that make us. So it happens to us
mm,
sometimes. But these days, we're really having movie buffs, people that really want to know who's behind the camera. People look out for my films. I have people that say, oh, your movie is out on Yoko. I'm going to check it today. So we have
mm.
fans as well. People that look
Of
out for
course.
specifically for your films. People that trust your work and like, if this film is done by this person, definitely going to be interesting. So
I
we have
like
fans
that. So
like
what are
that.
these kind of people? What are the kind of people that look for you guys? Your kind of job? Is it
Regular
are there
regular
sorry,
people,
investment people?
regular people, investors, normal people.
Mm,
I was on a flight to Ghana, and I sat on a plane. We're like three. It was an all class plane. You know those planes that go to Ghana, and we're three of us in a seat in a row. So the guy to my right was a marketing manager for a very big brand, which I've worked with before in the past. We did a project together. So we're chatting, and the
okay.
other guy to the left was kind of bored and was like, "Oh," he introduced himself to the two of us and wanted to, have a conversation. So I introduced the other guy introduced himself and said, "Oh, I'm marketing manager for certain brand. I'm now regional manager, so I'm going to Ghana to resume work." I said, "What are you going to say?" "I'm going to Ghana to film." And like, film, what do you do? I said, "I'm a Nollywood producer and director." He said, "Do what Nollywood?" He said, you never can tell. He said, "What's my name?" I said, "You won't know my name. I'm not a celebrity actor." He said, "Try me." So I told him my name.
Hmm.
And he said, "What movie have you done?" So I told him one movie that I've done. And then the guy listed like
Hmm.
6 films. He went on his phone,
Wow.
clicked it, and called his wife, like,
Wow.
do you know who I'm sitting beside? I'm like, wow. So some people do
Wow.
know.
That's
And
impressive. That's
the
very
wife mentioned more
impressive.
movies that I've done. I was like, wow. So people do know us. People do
Hmm.
know us.
I
And
like
then
that. I like that.
sometimes I act too. I just put my face somewhere, one waka pass somehow.
Are you serious? Okay, but maybe Waka pass because I've not seen. I've been watching out for you. I've not seen you.
One small bro. If you've seen some of my films,
Funny,
you'll see me now.
funny enough, I know someone. My husband watch out for your
My
names.
face, you
I
see?
am particularly when I see a movie at the end. If
Mm.
I'm very impressed, at the end I go to
You
look
want
at
to
the
see?
credits.
Good.
Yes, I want to see those behind it. And he is
Exactly.
always like, I hope Charles is in this production. I hope as in is your very, very big fan. He's a
But,
great fan of yours. Always watching out for you and be like, there was one of your movies that was nominated for an award. That's the last
mm,
was it the
yeah.
one this one, yes. So me was just praying. Oh, I pray Charles movies. I pray that he gets it. He gets it. I said, oh, uncle.
I have fun too.
Yes, so you do, and I agree, you do have fans. So I like the fact that you guys have your own, fan base as well, and those that so that means that not the industry is growing. It's beyond the fame and the popularity that everybody gets to see. Now everybody wants to know who is behind the camera
Exactly.
and all that.
Yes. Exactly.
I had a small how will I say it now, pass through experience in that industry. I worked with April Ventures at the time for their set and props,
Okay.
so I know a whole lot that you
Mm.
guys do as producer and directing and all that. Share with us,
It's not
because there are
easy.
times that's why I wanted to ask you now. You get a script. You get a script that you are
Mm.
supposed to, as a director, your own script. People don't know this. The director's script is
Mm.
different from everybody's script. Am I right, Charles?
Mm. Mm. True.
Because
Yes,
when I
yes.
see the director's script, it's always bigger. As in, I don't know if you
Because he
guys do
has
it that way yourself.
he has notes. He probably has like a long. Usually, when you get a script, you want to interpret it the
Yeah.
way you see it possible. Some of the scenes are not necessary from what writers have written.
Oh,
Some things you might need to add one or two
okay.
things to it. You may need to, if there's
Okay.
not enough time, to if there's enough time, you'd have done all the edits and then resent a fresh one to the actors. There's not enough time. You'll probably be doing it as you go. But usually better to like have a proper plan, pre-plan, have your notes, have your short list, everything before you get on set, so that you just like it.
Okay,
So
now I get it, because I always see that the director's zone is always bigger.
it's
So when you
it's
are
always
now you
special.
are working with the camera, okay, is it
It's
all
like
directors that can use the camera? Because I know they call some of
yeah,
them DOP,
DOP,
director of
of photography,
of
director of
photography.
photography.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
The director is supposed to know everything on set. The director is supposed to know everything on set from the what the actors are doing to what the cameramen are doing, what the director of photography is doing, the lighting person, because he's like the god of the set. So
Mm,
anybody runs into any question or any problem, they're coming to you to ask a question. So if you don't know what they are doing, then it's a problem. So you need to know
mm.
everything that happens on the production set, from lighting to the camera to
Continuity,
set to
said.
continuity, everything. Yes, because everybody's asking you a question on the go. If you've ever been to a
Mm,
movie set, it's crazy. This person comes and says,
mm,
director, this scene, do you think that this person should pass here? You have to answer because they're going to shoot immediately.
mm,
The lighting
mm.
person comes and
Is
says,
there is
director,
there
what do you
any
think about the
is
light?
there mm, is
Is
there
there any what?
any script that you've gotten that you were not convinced about?
A lot of scripts. A lot of scripts.
Mm.
Sometimes
So
these
how
days,
do you say no?
you just tell them. Sometimes you say, okay, let me work on it and see what I can do. Sometimes you just have to say no. Otherwise, you go and do nonsense. And just
Mm.
these days, I've turned out even this year, I've turned out a lot of scripts already. Like, this is not a good script.
So
Let's
what
just drop it.
what makes you turn down a script?
Basically, when you read a story, the first thing you want to see that the story is engaging. Then you look at the structure of the story, how it's written. It's going to make a good film. Look at the other members of crew, the crew members they have. So many factors basically. But for me, what I look out for first is story. If I like the story and I see that it's workable, then we'll do it. If not, I just let it go. You know, you've seen
What
some
do you
movies
mean
that you
by
watch.
workable? That means easy to act or what?
Workable means you can rearrange it and restructure it and
Okay,
reorganize the story.
okay,
You see some
okay.
movies that you watch, you just watch where is he going to, where is he ending? No front, no back. Like
Mm,
yeah. But
I
someone that
get it. So that
sat down
one,
to write it, and
there's no solution to that one. There's no solution.
there's no hope.
There's no okay. Okay, there's a question before I go to my next question. This is from Neo. He's asking, how do we improve art of cinematography in Nollywood? I
in
think he wants to write Nollywood, not
Nollywood,
Bollywood.
especially epic movie.
In Nollywood, especially in epic movies.
Well, if you see what some of the works that people are doing now, I like epic movies for a start. I've done a couple of epic movies. I
Okay.
just shot a series for
Yeah, there
Rock.
was
It's
one I
coming.
liked that because the makeup was very hectic. The one with
Yeah,
this Ghanaian, what's his name? This Ghanaian
Chris
actor.
Chris
He
Chris
had this
Attor.
kind of Chris
Yes,
Attor. Yes,
Chris
yes, it
Attor.
was very
Yeah.
nice. It was very nice.
So
I think well, that was Esohe now. That was Esohe.
Esohe, yes, Esohe, yes.
Yes, very lovely
So
movie. Lovely.
you basically have to prepare for it. You need budget because you need to get the right equipment.
Budget.
You need to
Mm.
yes, you need to be you need to get the right equipment, the right crew as well that will work with you. You can't do it by yourself. Filmmaking is not a one man job. Yeah.
Mm.
And you need to know what you want to tell. You need to know how you want to tell it as well. Because it's basically filmmakers are storytellers. They're telling their story
Yeah,
in the way they
yeah.
want for you to understand and for you to enjoy it. So I feel like with the right budget, the right team, the right crew, you get your
Mm.
cinematography right. And then planning to plan your shots, pre-plan. Don't just go on set and just say, oh, one of the challenges that we used to have then is you're going to film on a set that you've never been to before, and you're going there on the day
Mm.
of the shoot. So you just have
Mm.
to work with what you see. It doesn't always work like that. So pre-planning and
Yeah.
stuff.
The
Nollywood is
budgeting, the
growing.
planning. Yes, it
Nollywood
is.
is
It
growing,
is.
and
I'm
yeah,
impressed.
and,
A lot of
and we're
fantastic
trying.
movies. So share with us. How do you? Is it? Do you have the power to pick? How will I say it now? To audition for ad to make the final selection for actors.
For
Is it your
casting,
role, or is the producer when you are directing, when you are not the
yeah.
producer, when you are directing? I know producers
When
have
you when
upper
you
say, but when you are
yeah.
directing, do you have that capacity?
Yes, when you're directing, if you look at an actor and you don't feel like you're going to work with the actor, you can decline or you can change the person.
Okay.
It's happened several times. The producer brings an actor to set, and after day one, you say no, this person cannot work, or after a couple of shows, then this person cannot do it. So you have the power as a director to say no, I don't want this person. And usually, if the producer wants a good film, if you're not the one producing and directing, it's always better to work with the director from casting, from even from scripting. Like, oh, I have a script I want to do. This is the idea. The director works with the writer. When it gets to casting time, these are the people we're looking at. The director works with the producer to also to cast. It always gives a better product than just that last minute. This is the actor I want. It doesn't work that way. It's teamwork.
Have you ever said no to a popular actor's role before? Like they gave you a popular actor to do a role, but you feel this person can't do it. Have you ever said no?
I haven't. I've grumbled. I haven't said no, no, no. But I have grumbled. Usually,
Why? Why?
most of the popular people that have worked with are very good. Though. They might not
Okay.
be
What
the
do you mean
best,
by
but
very
they're
good
good.
though?
They pay their dues. It takes after a while, you just know how to do it. You just know how to do it.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that all the popular
That's
people are good actors, but I'm saying that most
okay.
of the ones I've
Because
worked with are
I
very
have a feel that I know that there's still commerce, small, small.
good. I'm not saying that all of them are good actors, but a lot of them are good. The ones that are willing
Mm.
to be dedicated and to work for it, they're good.
So in this industry, because like you said, the industry is really growing fast and a lot is
Mm.
coming on. Epic movies are becoming more real. You know, the storylines,
Mm-hmm.
even the investigative movies, they're
Yeah.
getting the limelight, they're getting the direction. You know, it's getting beautiful. You know, for
Mm.
Nollywood, and we are grateful for that. For you guys behind the scene that many people don't know. So as you guys are growing, what were the principles that have helped you over 16 years? Your first movie was in 2010. So let's say
10.
it's been 2010. So that's like 10
Mm.
years.
10
So
years. Mm.
that first movie, you produced it, you directed it.
Mm.
That's Mr.
Yeah.
Okoro. And
Yeah.
you paid the actors too.
Yeah. So I brought out the money from my pocket.
From your pocket. Where you did you get that's where I'm going to. So for
Did I
all
get
this
the money
journey,
back?
where have you been? Can I say that Nollywood has been, financially, good for you?
Um, Sometimes you don't make as much money. I've never lost in any movie that project I've done. Funny enough, people have done
Oh,
movies and
good.
like, oh, we've not made our money back, or but I've never lost.
Oh, good.
Never lost.
Ah,
Instead, I make
fantastic.
money.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank God for that.
so it's been good for me. It's
That's
been very
great.
good for
That's
me.
great. That's great.
I've
That's
never
great.
lost money in a project. So I always make the money
So
back.
share with us. So what do you think helped you, to that extent? What were the principles that worked well for you? I know there is the God factor, so we know that, but let's for those
Of
that are
course,
venturing into this industry, those that are getting
yeah.
inspired with your story, what are
What
the
are
things they
things
need to
that
watch out for? Yes.
watch out for? So I feel
Yes.
like every other industry, you can't just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to be a doctor. I'm a doctor today."
Mm.
That's the mistake a lot of people make. You just wake
True.
up and say, "Oh, I'm an actor." You can't wake up and say you're an
Mm.
actor. You need to train for it. You need to be prepared for it. Either you're doing it formally or informally, you need to have some form of training and preparation for it. You need to pay your dues. You need to like when I mean pay your dues, I don't mean go and do something evil or stuff, but walk the process
Yeah.
through. You know,
Work
there's
hard,
always
hard
patience.
work,
Your card, patience and hard tolerance. I didn't
process.
just jump. Yes, I didn't just jump into filmmaking. It's something that I've been doing bit by bit in the past. The great musician you
Mm.
see out there playing that keyboard, he didn't wake up and start playing it. There was practice behind the sleepless nights and stuff. So you need the process. You need to go through the process so that you understand the
Mm.
business part of it as well as the because it's a business at the end of the day, as
Yeah,
well
it
as
is. It is.
the creative part of it. You need to understand all of that and then know how to. By the time you do it,
Are
you
there are
definitely
there
know
are
how.
there are there are there things, are there, I don't know what to call it, are there institution or people in place that help you guys in the business angle of this production of filmmaking?
Unfortunately, I feel like Nollywood is very independent. We don't have
Mm,
any special institution, but we do have guilds and Association of Movie Producers, Association of Directors Guild of Nigeria that help. They help each other. They just body of colleagues working together to help each other, and stuff. But a lot of these guilds are not so. You won't really learn much on the guilds. On the guilds.
mm,
Working with look out for my advice would be to first of all go for some training.
mm.
Then look out for fellow people who have done it and are successful with it. And just study them,
To
understudy
guide
them,
you.
and see what, yeah, and guide them. Look out for mentors, so to speak, and you
Mm,
won't make a mistake. You won't make a mistake.
fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
that, Charles. Thank you. So share with us, you know, how do you when you now do, because I've seen that most of your movies are your from your hand. Yeah, they
Mm,
have Edo culture, you know.
mm,
But recently, when I was doing my research about you, I saw that
mm.
you were maybe, I don't know whether you were directing or co-producing a Yoruba setting movie in partnership with I think, is it Rock Studio or something? I'm not very sure. Have you
Oh,
ever
is
worked
this
on
an
any production apart from Benin setting,
no?
any
The
other
last
culture?
series I shot this year, we started filming
Okay,
January. It's
yes,
called
the series.
the series.
Yes, yes.
It's an Edo based series, but Edo called,
Okay.
but it had scenes that we had to shoot in Abeokuta because the story went
Okay,
into,
that's the one. That's
yeah,
the part I saw.
yeah.
Okay, I think
So
that's the part I
we
saw.
spent a couple of weeks in Abeokuta filming as well. That's why it seems like it's
Oh,
Yoruba.
okay.
So the story is basically
Okay.
Edo and Yoruba mixed together. So we shot in Benin
Okay. Well,
and then Abeokuta as well.
mm,
Yeah, that's why
okay.
we
Okay.
decided.
So for this epic movies, do you do further research on the culture? To be able to depict the actual story. Share
Very
with us
important.
how far do you guys go on this? How far do you guys go?
For this particular story, let me use it as an example. We had a team of researchers and writers do the workshop first. By workshop, I mean that we sit down together, talk about the story, talk about where we want to go with the story, talk about the history, make sure we get the things right. And then before they start scripting, after scripting, they
Mm.
have a script. Then while we're going on set, like for instance, when we're going to Abeokuta, I have an aunt who works with the Ministry of Arts and Culture. I called that, say, oh, until we're coming to film in Abeokuta, we're going to need the outfits, we're going to need the drums. Okay, there's a scene we shot that the guy, the prince was in love with a drum. And in my head, I was like, oh, I think I'll just do talking drum. Like, let's just have a talking drum. I always have that drum in his room as part of the aesthetics. So when we got to Abeokuta, we got the drum. We had a set guy too, who's a Yoruba person who lives in Abeokuta. He now said, no, I feel like this thing will not work. Oh, this talking drum will not work. What you need is a bata drum because the people of this
Wow.
land are known for. So we got the bata drum and we brought it to set. So we now brought the cultural troupe and they came and said, no, you don't need the bata drum. What you need is a talking drum, but not the small talking drum, the big talking drum, because the bata drum cannot play it on its own. You need to play during
Mm.
social festivals. So a lot of research and
A lot
stuff
of,
went into,
yeah.
yeah, a lot of consulting, so to speak. Same thing happened in Benin.
So
When I
I
was
think I
filming in
think that
Benin.
that's the beautiful part of art.
Mm, yeah,
You just keep, you can't know it all. You keep
you can't know
knowing,
it all.
the
Yeah.
history, the
Because
story.
story, yeah.
That's one
Because
thing
even the
I
person we're
personally love
relying on,
too.
the set person we're relying on as our person for research didn't even understand the use of a drum. You're like, no, you can't have this drum alone.
Mm,
If the drum is going to be used, they have to
mm.
have two other drummers beside him. So if it's a drum that he plays on his own,
Wow.
it definitely has to be a talking drum, but not a
Mm,
small talking drum, the big one, just so that he has that.
yeah.
So sometimes
So
you go through this and that.
that means that if you want any story you want to share,
Mm.
you must be sure precise. Precision is very
Yes,
key for you guys. So that means
exactly.
your research, you need to, the partnership with the research guys, those on the field, needs to be very, very intact, and
Mm-hmm.
very, very accurate as well. so that you don't sell what you don't share or sell a wrong story to give wrong information to people.
Yes, it's really important.
That's
Really, really
that
important.
that that that's
And people look out for details. A lot of people look out for details. There was a scene I was filming in Benin, and we had a chief priest who would throw the Ifa stuff on the floor. And you know how you throw it and read it. So the story went this way.
mm,
Luckily, the guy who was playing the chief priest studied at Ileife, so he actually
hmm
understands the fact. It was like it's like throwing
very
the
well.
dice on the ground, and he's showing you
Mm,
2 and 1, and you're saying 6 and 1. That whoever can read that thing, because people actually study it and know that it's a religion, it's a
mm,
culture. Whoever can read this will know that
yeah.
whatever is showing here is not what you are saying, and that's wrong. So it's
Mm,
either we arrange it on the ground to say what we want to say,
mm.
or we don't show it at all.
At
So,
all. Yeah, I like that.
so it's better we just it's better you must know the culture. You can't jump
Mm.
you
That's good.
can't
That's
jump
good. That's
illegally.
good. That's good. Nollywood is really growing, and I'm happy to hear that you do all this research to be able to get the right thing. There was one of your movies I watched. I think it was the one that what's his name? This fair guy. What's his name? Oh, I posted a picture of you and him together.
Mike
He
is
was the
really
lead role. Mark
Mike is
Mike
really
Ezroe, yes.
okay.
That movie, it was like a comedy movie. It was
Yes, we
fantastic. Well done. That was a beautiful job you did. It was
thank you.
hilarious, It was hilarious and it was informative as well, and it was beautiful to watch. Well done. I said I was going to mention, I didn't want to forget because I took my time and
Brother
I watched it very well. And that Brother Jero, yes, yes, I
brother
remember.
Jekwu.
Yeah, Brother
The short
Jekwu. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I remember. Yeah, it was a
the
short but
short
beautiful, fantastic. Yes, fantastic.
thank
So
you.
share with us. You
Thank
travel a whole lot. You travel all the time, and so
you.
you've done a whole lot with the industry. Can
Mm.
you can you remember any particular one that was most challenging for you? Two questions in one:
Uh,
the most challenging and the most beautiful experience you've ever had.
I think the most challenging movie I've ever done would be this film I just shot this year. It took
Okay.
us. I got into set January 24th. We rolled camera for the first time, January 24th, and we shot for over 90 days. It was terrible because
Wow.
uh, it was so stressful. We were filming in the bush, and then COVID came. We had to stop shoots.
Lockdown.
Lockdown came. We had to stop shoots. Waited for things to ease up to
You
go back
waited
to
in
continue.
on set
No, we traveled, came back to Lagos,
back home.
waited
Okay.
for things to go back to normal before we went back to shoot. So if I calculate the amount of time we're waiting on the set was like 6 months,
Mhm.
and the
Wow.
stress of the project because really it was a huge project, and everybody wanted to make because the story was really good. Everyone that read the script said that the
Mm.
story is really good, so we didn't want to spoil it. I just rush, but at the same time, yeah, it was stressful. So that's like my most challenging.
Oh,
It was huge,
oh, and
too many
is
crap.
it the longest? Is it the longest movie you've had to run?
Yes, I think it's going to be the longest I've done. So if I calculate
Mm.
shoot time, I'll say we spent from January to just last month finished.
Wow.
So it's been crazy.
So which one
But
which was the happiest moment in this journey so far? In this your Nollywood
happiest
journey?
happiest moment. I feel like every movie I've done has been. I've been happy with every movie I've done because after the project,
You
you
have
just
a
happy that oh,
connection.
you have a connection with it for that time,
Mm.
and then you move on. You say, okay, I think I can
Yes.
do better than this.
So that
But they've
means you
been,
don't
they've
you
been
don't you don't you don't you don't stay on the past glory.
no, I
You
don't.
enjoy the
Just
moment and you let it
and
go
then
and
and
you
let it
move
go
on.
and move on. Yeah. But
That's
there've been
good.
moments
That's good.
I've shot in Kenya, in Ghana, South Africa.
Have you shot in
Thank you.
America?
Yes, I have. Shot in America.
Okay, I think I've seen that picture. Yes.
Shot in America,
So
shot in
what's what
Kenya.
what's the experience like? American actors and Nigerian actors, what's the experience like?
I feel I like our home-based actors. Yeah, our Nigerian actors are dedicated to the work. They are
Mm.
rugged. Let me put it that way. They're
Mm.
rugged. We don't have a Jebota actors here, and like ready to do the work. The ones that are ready to do the work are ready to do it.
So over there, they pamper them. They do all sorts.
There's a
Could
lot
it
of
be?
pampering
Could it
and
be we
a
don't
lot
have
of.
the financial capability to pamper them yet too?
We
Could it be
pamper here
that?
as well. We pamper when the budget is right.
Are you sure? Are you sure we pamper?
Yes, when the budget is right, we pamper them as well. What more can you do?
So
Make sure they
Abi, I
sleep, there's
understand.
proper
They
welfare.
have people that support a whole lot. You know what they
Yes,
do. You guys do it
they
all by
just
yourself, individual support
exactly.
and all that. But
They just
it
have
seems
more
some
time
multinationals
basically.
are coming. Some multinationals are joining you guys to, especially for courses, for maybe like
Yes,
courses in maybe rape, domestic
yes.
violence. Multinationals are
Mm.
coming to partner with you guys. Has it been good? Is it getting better? This
I feel
partnership.
like I feel like funding is coming and it will continue to come. Funding people are beginning to look inward and seem to see Nollywood
That's
as an
good. That's
industry
good.
to dine with. I mean, we have
That's good.
Netflix that just settled base in Africa, most of which
Yeah,
because
that's
of
fantastic.
Nollywood. We have
Mm.
Disney is coming, Universal Studios. They're
Oh,
all
this is
coming to
coming.
Africa.
Good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
So
good. That's fantastic. Oh,
so
that's
people are
great.
beginning to get
That's
interested. Yeah. So I feel like Nollywood is like I said, Nollywood is rising. We'll get there. One day we'll be
fantastic. So there's
gracing the
if the
Oscar.
industry can grow bigger and there can be room for more people to come on
More
board
people
and
to come in.
for
Yeah.
the young ones to get jobs and to achieve the dreams
Exactly.
as well. That's
Exactly.
fantastic. That's great. That's great. So share with us, Charles. You travel all the time. 3 weeks. Like now, you were on set for like how many days? 60 days. Now you have to go back home, come back on set, and all that. How do you do this with family? Madam.
Mm.
Extended family and all that. How do you manage this and all together? Because women are always ask this question. I always say that I will always ask the men as well because you are both in this
Mm.
business together.
These
So how do
people
you do it?
together. My wife is the
Mm.
most amazing. My wife is the most amazing person on earth.
Oh, what's her
I
name?
don't.
What's her name?
Her name is Nina.
Nina.
Nina. Yes.
Because I know you didn't have
Nina.
your wedding in Nigeria. You ran away. You didn't want us to come and eat rice. You ran to do your wedding overseas. Oh, how will I say it now?
So
Is it the girl power or Bosa to Nina now? Shout out to you,
Bosa,
Nina.
Bosa,
Thank
shout
you.
out.
Bosa, I like that. Bosa to you, sis. Bosa to you. Charles says you're amazing and you support all that he does. Thank you, Mama. Well done. So share with us. So she's been amazing. More? Can we hear more?
She's very amazing. She does understand what I'm doing, and she's my number one fan. So she supports.
Oh,
Make sure that I have enough time. Make sure sometimes she comes on set. When she notices me too much,
ah,
she'll come and see.
ah.
She'll call and check up on you and
So,
everything. But
that's good. That's awesome. That's good. That's good.
yeah,
That's good. Oh, and I'm sure there's that's really like a great effort she's putting in there. So not just showing the support from the background, she's
yeah,
also coming physically on set to
mm,
meet you. Oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
Nina, shout out to you, sis. Well done. Well done. Thank you for pushing this man to keep bringing himself and keep doing great works. Thank you so much, Charles. It's so amazing having you on the show. So share with us in your final words. Nollywood is growing. All of this place. You principles, because I've seen one of your, when I was in my research, there was a place you mentioned, one of the articles that they wrote, maybe a journalist was asking you and all that, and you were like, the ladies should not succumb to any pressure because they want to get roles,
yeah.
and all
Desperate.
that. Yeah. So where I'm a Christian, so I believe in decency and all that. So, is there a
Mm,
balance? How can we put a balance to help the value system? Your own movies are
mm,
family oriented, which I particularly appreciate. Family can sit down together and watch it comfortably.
mm.
Every movie doesn't have to be like that. There's age restriction, so I
Restriction.
understand. But how do we use the Nollywood industry to drive back our values, African values, what we believe in
Mm,
as a family? We need to bring back who we really are. We are people that love to communicate. We love to commune together. We love to appreciate our parents, appreciate our extended family. But the world is changing everything, the script for us. How is Nollywood helping to put back, the glory of the
in the
home, the
map.
glory of the family? Yes.
For me, I like to do stories that, like you said, family oriented, stories that resonates with African beliefs and African system. Nigerians are very respectful, homely people, very
Yeah.
accommodating, and so most of all these things are. If you write stories that resonate around our culture, our belief, our people, you would you will find yourself telling the stories that we should be telling. Otherwise, other people will come and tell it
Mm.
for us,
Who
and they
tell
will
it?
tell it
Yeah.
the way that is not
This
correct.
that suits them.
You know,
Mm.
that suits them. So I feel like as filmmakers, we should keep telling our own stories. We should keep writing stories
So
that
yeah.
resonate with us. Yeah. Someone just said a
Thank you. Thank
question.
you so much, Charles. So that's because that's the only way we can bring him back this our value and all that. Okay, yes, final question from okay.
Are you looking
Looking
forward to
forward to okay, he
production?
said okay, just saying it, just saying that he's looking forward to a northern production
Northern
from
part,
you, northern part
in the
of
part of
Nigeria. Maybe that you've given us so much of Benin, so we want you to
something
do,
different. Yes.
something
I
from
mean,
the north,
amazingly, someone
something different.
a producer contacted me and is working on something to be shot in the north, but it's still in the works. So I don't know. We're still
Ah, that's
talking.
good.
So we
Oh,
just
that's
might find
beautiful.
something.
We'll look forward to see that. That
Yeah.
would be awesome. That would be awesome. We'll watch out for that. Thank you so much, Charles. Thank you. I
Thank
don't want
you.
to ask
Thank
you
you.
the question that I would have loved to ask you, but it's one on one. We can ask that question. I wanted to ask that who are those that make your work? Who are those that make your work very? Because I know on set some people can just go enter mood
It's
and go
true. It's
melancholy,
true.
and just go moody, but let's not
It's true.
let's do that
It's
on
true.
behind the scene, those that make the work easy, those that make it
Yeah.
fun, and all that. But
Yeah.
it's just our personalities, who we are. Some people can't just hide who they are, and like a director, like you said, you have to be able to manage everybody and see
Everybody.
that
Yeah.
all of them bring out their best. Is there anybody, finally, let me just ask, is there anybody that was, when you were on set, it was as if they
Mm.
couldn't do the role, and Tara, they just changed and they were fantastic.
Became
It just came
fantastic.
out beautiful.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
a lot of people like that. You cast someone and say, this person, let me just manage him because there's no time to cast, or this is who you got, and they come on set and they
Mm,
just enter the character and become a monster, become what you want.
wow.
There are people like that.
I
People like
like I
that.
like
People
I
that
like
have
stories
potential.
like that. I like stories like that.
And for me, I
Oh,
give
that's
opportunity a
beautiful.
lot. So a lot of freshers are given
Mm,
opportunities that they come and they impress you
I like
and do
that.
so well. A lot of
Opportunities
freshers
for new people to come
for
into
new
the
people to come
industry.
in.
That's
Yes.
beautiful. Thank you, Charles. Thank you for that. Thank you.
They
Thank
give a
you. I
lot of
think that's
opportunities.
that's awesome. And thank you. Thank you so much, Charles. So in all of this, how do you manage your relationship with God? Because your industry is open to a lot of distractions, a lot
Action.
of
Yeah.
fire, bag bows here and there. See what you
Mm.
people did. Everybody expect so much from you guys, forgetting that you
Mm.
guys are humans as well.
At the end
And
of the day,
sometimes some of your people, they will lose it and they will just fire back. So how does God help you in all of this, your business and your journey?
and everything. For me, I've always had a personal relationship with God. You know, um,
Mm,
Christ has been my watchword and my guide.
mm,
So I don't let that slide away. When I'm debating, I just remember that there's God somewhere. I've had
mm,
times where I'm stuck with ideas, and I just remember that you need to call on God, even to develop stories.
mm.
The story I just shot, this one I shot this year,
Wow.
when I was trying to write the script, I was thinking of ideas and what to write, and I spoke to someone and said, "Go and have you asked God for a story?" And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Mm,
So I went on my knees and I prayed, and then the idea just came. So from time to time, we
fantastic.
call on God. We call
Oh,
on God because at the end of the day, it's God. You can't run away from it.
it's God, yeah.
It's God. At the end
Mm,
of the day,
it's
so
God,
everything that we're doing is
yeah.
the grace to succeed. They're not the best in the
Mm,
industry, but you're just everywhere. People want to work with you. People are looking out
mm,
for you. You know, it's just God's grace,
mm.
and you can't. You must give Him the glory at the end of the day. We must. So without
Thank
him,
you.
we
Thank
are
you so
nowhere.
much, Charles. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's fantastic. You are ending the show in a very beautiful note that it's not your as if you are the best in the industry. People want to
Mm,
work with you. They want to be a
mm,
be a part of this your success story. Is because
mm.
of the grace of God. And I
God.
like the fact that you share that part that you guys get stuck to with ideas.
Mm,
You don't know what to
exactly.
continue with the story. You get stuck, and
Mm,
someone told you go back and ask God,
Go
and
back
you
to the
did that,
source.
and He gave
Mm,
you clarity.
mm.
That's the source. Yeah, I like
Yes,
that.
sir. The
That's the
source.
source. And you went back to the source and you got a direction. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for you coming on the show, Charles. I appreciate it so much because people tell me, we don't know him. Why don't you bring a very popular person? I said, but you see what he does, but you don't know who
Mm,
does it. And that's the reason
mm-hmm.
why we bring producers, the filmmakers, the guys that make the celebrities, the actors that you see do their best. Because if these guys are not good enough, those guys can, give their best, on the in
Okay.
the set that we see. And that's why we need to also showcase them and and enjoy with them their
Yeah.
journey as well, their story, their down moments, so that those that want to, they need more people in that industry. I'm even glad that they said they have their own fan base as well. So we are seeing beyond the glory now. We are now looking behind the scene. And that's why he's
Yes.
sharing his journey, because this journey is to let everybody know that they also have their down and their up moments.
Up.
And like you said, whenever they are stuck, they go back to the source, and that is not as if they are the best, but the grace and the mercy of God has been able to showcase them. They get better from the last movie, they move on to the next movie to become better. Thank you so much, Charles. I'm so grateful. I am honored.
Thank you
It's
for
so
having me.
fun speaking with you. I'm sure that you've spoken more than what you would have spoken in a day in this my 1 hour program. I've, I've allowed you to speak more than what you would have spoken in a day. Thank you.
Okay.
It's so good to
All
see
right.
you again.
Same
After
here.
16 years. 16 years. So good to see you.
Wow.
So good to see you. Even though we are easing, but it's okay. It's fine. At least I get to see you and hear your voice. So beautiful. Thank you so much,
Thank,
Charles. My love to
thank
your
you.
beautiful wife. Our regards to her. Job well done. We are proud of you. We electrical electronics department 2004 sets.
Hey.
And so most of them, they told me they will watch, after the show. Maybe they might be on the
Yeah.
road right now. We are so proud of
Yeah.
you. Keep going, brother. Keep staying
Thank
strong.
you.
We see you. We might not loud it enough, but we see you and we are praying for you. Our prayers are with you. And we know God will continue to sustain you and strengthen you in this industry of showcasing to the world the beautiful side of Nigeria and our culture. And we appreciate you
Amen.
so much. And I particularly say thank you, Charles. Job well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
God will
Good
continue
night.
to strengthen you. Our love to
Thank you.
Mama, our love to Mommy too as well.
Thank you.
So I'll
All
call you
right. Have
after
a
the show. Thank you.
okay.
Have a beautiful
Bye.
night. Yeah,
Have a
God
good
bless
night. Yes.
you. Yes, you
Bye.
can end
Yeah.
it now. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming online. I've been speaking with my friend and my brother in the industry. I haven't seen him in 16 years. Apparently, we are classmates in school, but he went to Nollywood and he's doing fantastically well. We are so proud of you, Charles, and we keep praying that God will continue to strengthen you. And for everyone behind the scene, everyone not knowing for what they are doing, but those that know, they know. Like they always say, we say, job well done to you guys behind the scene, doing amazing work, showcasing the beauty of our culture, of our story as Nigerians. We are proud of you all, script writers, directors, producers, sets, props, continuity, makeup, costumier, all of you guys doing great work. All of you guys, we may not get to bring all of you guys on the show, but we say job well done. We appreciate you. There's still a producer I've been pulling her legs. I've been pulling her. She's been running away. But I'll get her on the show because she's been in industry and she's been doing amazing well too. I appreciate everyone that came online or that will watch after the show on YouTube. My name on YouTube is Adoronke Onikpede, my YouTube channel. Please, you can watch the repeat of all the other videos that we've done. We're in season 2 already. And Charles is my 4th guest for this season. And you get to watch other ones that I've done as well. Different sector. If you have amazing people that you know are doing great work, you can also buzz me, share with me their details and I will do my research and see if their inspiration can get somebody else inspired. Like we say on the show, the day you wake up to your dreams is your morning. Whatever the age, whatever the status, run with it, and always stay connected to the source, which is the Lord Jesus Christ. Have a fantastic evening. Like my YouTube video, subscribe if you have not. Thank you for everyone that has. God bless you. Good night, everyone. God bless you. Bye. Thank you to Mrs. Idris for my lovely t-shirt. Auntie Damola, I appreciate you. Thank you. Aderonke Live Show. For those that were not able to see the name, can you see the name now? Let me stand up. Aderonke Live Show. Can you all see it now? Thank you, Auntie Damola. Mwah. I love you so much. God bless you. Bye, everyone. Bye.